Yes, we tried new things. Some worked better than others. I cut off 12 inches of my hair and got significantly less attractive. Many went to the Giants games, movies, Warriors games, bonfires, the Grove, sushi places on Erie. But as sophomores, we discovered one place where everyone can be someone. A safe place where everyone could keep it simple. A place where everyone knew your name. Well, maybe not yours, but definitely Haley Kaplan's. Yes, this was the one, the only, the Glow. Haley pre-gamed with Rob and Marla to try to avoid any elbow injuries. Speaking of dance moves, Nick Lynch continued his romantic proposals by asking Janice to the snowball over a projector screen in English class. You know, the dresses were just gorgeous that year. Although there were some fashion errors. Shannon Kinane was forced to wear a tall tee. She was shocked when the "My dad's a cop" line didn't work on Brother Draper. And some found Natalie Jacobs' fashion statement of tube socks with heels a little too much. When confronted on the subject, Natalie replied, "But wait, have you heard the story behind them? Because it's really, really hilarious." Yes, Natalie, we all heard. Countless times. Some of us did get a little too rowdy, and teachers had to interfere. Body by Blue provides a buff, respectable body. So when he spotted a little red mark on Mike Kennedy's neck, Coach Blue began to massage it out. Mike endured great pain. Compliments of Emily Tatum. Most of us were not troublemakers, but romantics. Yes. Bello poured his heart out into a poem for Lily that went something like this. Whether we're talking in person, on the phone, or over the internet. Thanks for being my distraction. I found this one in the weight room. It's entitled, "Are You Coming to Work Out?" Let me know if you're in or out. Let me know if you have a reason to prance about. Let me know if you're feeling stout. Let me know, because then we can all have a victorious shout. Thank you, Coach Torres. The complex AAAA rhyme scheme made the workout a little bit more of an expressive experience. Our teachers guided us to make the prep our home. Father Stiegler, not Mr. Stigler, taught us it was okay to cry even when watching The Simpsons. And Mr. Verquist taught us about the unknown student, while he represented the universal teacher with his consistent uniform of blue shirt, red tie, khakis, and a high belt. In athletics, Penny and Beverly tore it up on the tennis court. Woo! While Emily Clark, Lauren Case, Megan McGovern made varsity field hockey. The field hockey program climbed Half Dome for a former player who was diagnosed with cancer. Truly impressive, ladies. These are the types of things that make SI a family. And one event that united the school was the Bruce. The boys' varsity basketball team came back from 19 points down to win the game and lock up the trophy for the 10th straight year. Yes, we had the Bruce trophy almost as often as Jameel Bruin sends out Facebook groups. Junior year really started a new era. New deans, Miss Levine and Mr. Gotch made their appearance and were immediately tested when they learned they probably shouldn't sell brownies at the bake sale before Mass of the Holy Spirit. After this, the deans took more proactive steps to stop the students from using illegal substances. They checked high and low, and even on Facebook. But all they found was pictures of Mocha Prosh like this. Racanelli, and Sophie Gomez had an awesome mohawk. And Megan O'Meara totally embarrassed herself with the Teletubbies costume. By the way, anyone wearing one of those is clearly asking for attention, Megan. However, I think the best costume was Drew McGinnis's. He was wearing his varsity jacket. Oh no, that was every other day of the year. We form bonds with each other and with God that will remain long after we leave SI. God, I think the faculty's putting something in the water. But we love him. See, like, who knew that Mr. Evans has a deep-seated passion for musical theater? His favorite is Hairspray, so if you're ever in his class, bust out a show tune. He'll harmonize. Mr. Evans, on his off time, is actually writing an autobiographical musical entitled Riding Bikes and Not Eating Meat. We learned our part in the world. Between English and ethics, we saw that we all, as educated people, have an obligation to serve and change the world. The mathematics department did not offer the same lesson, seeing as the last major change they saw was Lagomarsino shaving his mustache in '82. While on the topic of mustache teachers, one of my primary goals in life junior year was to steal Mr. Yap's parking spot in the garage. I swear, his yellow midlife crisis mobile just latched on. Speaking of yellow midlife crisis mobiles, Gafaso kind of just gave up on us after junior year when he shaved his head to fit in with his hardcore motorcycle game. Seriously, part of our final was to listen to a song and fill in the words. Tough. You know, I like to compare junior year to the Great Depression with the Prommins. Nick Lynch started off the season with his annual creative proposal. This time he painted prom on the track. Not your best work, but I like the effort. Even Nick's romantic charm couldn't end this depression. It all started with an announcement over the PA. Yeah, junior class, should have sold more magazines. I know the economy's bad and all, but there are ways around it. You know, if they force us to sell such an archaic product, we might have a better chance trying to talk the wheel and fire. Speaking of fire, Johnny got burnt. Bad. Oh. Johnny's prom experience received 4,000 responses on the internet. My comment was, hey, at least we got a taquito for dinner and Kellogg's Rice Krispie Treats for dessert. Yes, junior year slipped further into the session, and the class of '09 stopped running this and lost the Bruce for the first time in 10 years. But don't worry, our depression started to look up. We began to redeem ourselves. We won the Kemble! I mean, the Kemble trophy was all I cared about. Imagine if SH got a hold of that trophy, all 2 ounces of it. As summer started, applications and SATs loomed. We spent our last summer together. And when we came back, we were changed people. Hell, Drew and Will came back with a Connecticut accent, wearing boating shoes, plaid shorts, smoking a tobacco pipe, and doing the shoulder lap. And Janice came back as a verb. All right, Janice. Some of us didn't change. Emily Clark still can't drive. And my hair grew, but I was still very obnoxious, according to Newman's newspaper article. Yes. We answered that article with what I believe to be the best rally since this class has been here. Thanks to the vocals and dance moves of Rob Emery, Scotty Lamson, Nick Alamon, Brett Cedabaka, Gabe Manzanares, Mrs. Murphy, and her pumps. Yes. Those moves transferred right onto the field as we obliterated the Irish. A lot to a little. Mr. Curry sported the sweatpants look for teaching us choreography at the fashion show. Yes, the fashion show was a hit. Jasmine Castillo stole the show with her intensity at the end of the runway. Seamus?